Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to the frozen north, the frozen wilds of Icewind Dale, as we are here for our Season 1 finale of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Camera. There we go, sorry, fixing that a bit there. Alright, so, welcome everybody. It's a pleasure to have you all here, ready and hyped up already. Absolutely, thank you for the bits, all of them. I hope there's a copy paste for that. You didn't do that manually. It's an absolute pleasure to have everybody here. Marin, hello, and who else we got in here? Patch, of course. Hello, sir, and D&D Psycho. We agree. Good to have everybody in here. Welcome. Now, before we get started, let us do a few hellos and thank yous. First, to all of you, as I said, for joining us live. It's a pleasure to have you here, wherever and whenever you are. And of course, if you are not here right now, but you are watching this, then you are in the VOD Squad, and we thank you for that. It's an absolute pleasure to have you along with us for our adventures, whenever you have the opportunity to do so. Now, let us also say, Artemis Slimp, hello. Season of the Witch, yeah, definitely. We are also saying a massive hello and thank you to the wonderful people at Sirenscape. They did a big sponsor for our incredible one-shot on Saturday. Thank you to everyone who joined us on Saturday morning or wherever it was in the world for you, as that was an incredible time. All those wonderful guests causing all the mayhem and being disturbed by my face-changing software. and it was a very good time. Thank you to everyone who joined us and supported that. And yes, Sirenscape gave us some lovely giveaways for that. Congratulations if you were in those winners there. And we were also sponsored by the wonderful Gateway Games. And of course, Cardboard Monster in the lead up to that Antipodean All-Stars madness. It was a great time. And stay tuned for more one-shot roulettes coming up with very exciting guests that I can't talk about just yet. A few people know, but that's all, and it's not going any further, I promise. I've got to put an NDA on myself. And yes, there are lots of things to look forward to, including tonight, so let us carry on. Of course, not only Sirenscape for this incredible stuff, you can try them out for free, and you can enjoy all of the incredible sound effects and music they have available for your games, if they are virtual or in person. But also, Lord Kosh, hey, welcome back, mate. Now, also, speaking of music, let us also say a massive thank you to Dark Fantasy Studios, Travis Savoy, and Epic Journey over on YouTube, and the incredible Will Savino on Patreon. There are links to all of their stuff in our VODs on YouTube, which is going to be linked right here. Boom. There it is. Okay. Actually, that reminds me, I need to probably open our little Streamlabs friend here and stop it from automatically talking about our sponsor that isn't sponsoring us anymore. Hang on. And there's Josh. Hello, Josh. Otsukaresama deshita.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Okay, commands. Sorry, everyone. Let me quickly... No, that's not what I want. I want timers. There we go. Off. Aha. Safe. I think I got it before it did it. Yes. Okay, that makes better sense there. Right, so, yes, as I was saying, welcome in, everybody, and I hope you enjoy this, our finale, as I get our folks caught up here. Let me give you a quick history lesson for those of you that haven't seen from the beginning of this campaign. Hey, Volley. We found our friend Mockingbird here, unconscious on the ice, and he woke up without his memory and a strange squirming, itching sensation in the back of his skull, and new linguistic abilities and psychic abilities to an extent. And he went on his merry way and made a second life for himself here in the 10 towns of Icewind Dale, working for the local thugs that were in line with the Zentarum, and making a name for himself and being useful. Egwims. Then he went on his merry way. But much later on, he ran into this lot, and through their various adventures, he discovered that this sensation in the back of his mind was thanks to a strange symbiotic creature that had been placed in his skull by the lake hag Maud Chiselbone, who we found out later was in cahoots with Icewind Dale's arch nemesis, if you will, the Frostmaiden herself, Auril, who you see in the center of our title screen here. They attempted to confront this hag, although didn't know they were running into her because they were looking for survivors of Mame's university's expedition. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. Why? Archaeological, there it is. Archaeological expedition come from Luskan University for the university up here into Icewind Dale, looking into the various ruins here. And they were looking for the remainders of her lost group. And they found the remains of her lost group. And they found, unfortunately, that they had been killed. And those that were here were lost because there were some scary things lurking in the back of these caves. And they found out how scary they were as they were captured. And they were forced to make bargains with the hag as Mame bargained off her breath. Tuln bargained off his swiftness. And Mockingbird bargained off his final breath to ensure their release. And Maud Chiselbone gave Mame another of these little symbiotic pets, a little friendo, to make her one of her little birds as they went off into Icewind Dale. Now they are back in the Cauldron Caverns near East Haven, trying to put a stop to this, to put an end to Maud Chiselbone for good. But as we found them battling heroically against the the frost giant skeleton that had just slammed Mame against the wall with its great axe and knocked her unconscious and down onto death saves, we saw Maud Chiselbone herself with a single noted point here, a single bobbing light at her side, coming hobbling out from the back of the caverns as Mockingbird almost fell unconscious. He kind of zoned out for a while, and he had a vision from Auril the Frostmaiden, promising him the return of his memories, for it was cold that stole them away, and it was her, the goddess of cold and winter, that could restore them for him, and other powers which she has given him a taste of as his warlock patron. She promised him all this and more if he would get rid of this pesky hag who's become a bit of a thorn in her side, and also these meddlesome adventurers he's found himself with. And Mockingbird returned to the cavern, and that is where we left things last time. So let us also return to the Cauldron Caves. And let us return to the map as well. And as I'm doing that and letting the map buffer itself and load itself in, let us hear from these fine people. I'm just going to say straight out of the gate, a massive thank you for everything during this Season 1. Those of you who haven't seen, this is our finale of Season 1 today, and we're going to go on break for the summer. It just feels wrong playing Rime of the Frostmaiden in the Japanese summer. Breaks the immersion. And we are going to go on a break, and I just want to say a massive thank you, even before whatever happens tonight, whatever you may or may not perceive as my fault. A huge thank you for everything this session and this season, and it's always an absolute pleasure to have you here. Speaking of these fine people, let us go left to right as I'm looking at it. Soyala, who are you? Who are you playing? And where are they at right now?
Oh boy, okay, so I'm Sarah and I play Soyala, the Life Cleric Tabaxi, and I just saw Mame get slashed down, so I'm worrying about her right now. I've seen the hag finally, so that's terrifying. I don't know where she thinks this is going, but I think she's underestimated the amount of power that is here.
Noted. Okay, phew, that was just taking a moment to zoom over there. I was like, oh, don't tell me the lighting's broken. But no, we're okay. Let us zoom in for you fine folks at home. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We have a frost giant skeleton, Harry by name, for those interested. We have a Mame with a certain little icon on her there, and our friends. And then Maud Chiselbone and her little bobbing light. This little light of Maud's. Okay, thank you, Soyola. And it's good to see you. Remember, everyone has inspiration from last time because our wonderful people were being cheers, Quest. Our wonderful people were being so generous in chat, not being stingy with those dream pies. Everyone.
We'll see about that.
I think I used mine, but I'm not sure.
Artemis Themp, do not worry. Going on break equals one of the words you do not want the DM to say. Don't worry, Artemis. We have a miniature summer campaign to fill the void between season 1 and season 2. More news about that later. Okay. So, yes, everyone has inspiration. Nobody has disadvantage as of yet. Hint, hint. Chat.
Please, no.
Can I use inspiration on death saves? Is that a thing?
You're
No.
you're not gonna have to worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, please worry about it. A little bit.
Oh no.
Okay, so, Tom, please.
Hi, I'm Josh. I played Toln, the brewing artificer reborn thing, I suppose. Anyway, Toln is feeling more anxious than normal. I think is the best way to put it. He's having some flashbacks to the last time he was here, and you know, got his dexterity taken away. That was not great. So anyway, let's not die.
just general quest for today. Okay.
Good advice.
Thank you. Mockingbird, man of the hour, please.
Oh boy. Yes, so I'm Carl, and I'm playing Yig, formerly Mockingbird. I guess the party's like ne'er-do-well, part swashbuckler, part warlock, part like Tyler Durden. I think after the events of the last session, he would just be laughing maniacally and probably creeping everybody out.
Noted. That's where he's at.
The laughing is new. The creeping out. I mean, that's.
We're used to that.
Okay, thank you very much. And last but not least, by any measure, Mummy.
My name's Sabrina. I play Mame, the Gloomstalker Ranger. Right now, Mame is passed out, and that's about it. And hoping and just darkness at the moment, and maybe some pain in her chest from getting hit by that frost giant.
Apsy, how dare you, sir? I have the first disadvantage of the evening. All right.
DM disadvantage?
Yes. So everyone say thank you to Apsy.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boom. There it is, lurking over my head. I'll make it not quite so massive. There we go. Alright, my first roll will be with disadvantage. Okay. Cheers, Apsy. Good to have you, mate. Cannot wait to get back to Candlekeep Mysteries after a missing hour session. Alright. So, everyone. Here we are. And Tom. I believe we ended in a strange place. Because you were last in the turn order, but we did not go to the end of the turn. Because we were wanting to end on a nice cliffhanger.
It was a nice cliffhanger.
Right. An icy cliffhanger.
An icy cliffhanger. Mame's laying on the ground.
Frozen waterfall hanger.
Speaking of Mame laying on the ground, Paul, you know, taps a appendage that just like flicks off a like kind of congealed liquid that lands on Mame. And he goes, oh yeah, the word part. Get up. And he casts healing word on Mame.
Okay, roll me that healing, you scumbag.
I mean, that's what I'm here for. Well, it's a 5 on the dice, but thanks for me being an artificer with high intelligence, we're gonna give you 9 health back, Mommy.
Oh, I wish you would, but that's 4. Halves to 4, Mummy.
You know what? It's more than you
I'm
would have got.
alive.
It's better
Thank
than
you very
better than
much.
dying. Yes. Okay. So 4 HP.
Let's go ahead and send that old cantrip over at the big guy.
All right.
Big old firebolt. You know, natural one's not gonna cut it.
If you got them, let them fly, folks. Let them phoenixes fly. Right, wait. Okay. So that was to hit.
Yes. So you missed it.
Okay. I'm afraid so. So, yes, the gout of flame just comes out of your appendage and lights up the cavern, glistening off all of the ice and the frozen bones and all of the things. Look at the bones all over this ossuary of a cavern here. And you see more chisel bones. Old woman face. She has her disguise on, clearly, as she's coming forward. And you hear a clink, 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 although you can't see anything in her disguised form. And speaking of new friends in the battle here, approacheth more Chiselbone, approacheth her sister, Betty Mudgusset. I'm very proud of that name.
Love
Okay.
that name.
Okay. As Soyala, you see suddenly this strange little bobbing light, like a little kind of cantrip spell at first sight, flares brightly and starts to crackle with eldritch energy as a will-o'-the-wisp comes flying over in your general direction.
I am taking my move to just step into this little pocket.
Okay. It comes flying across. It goes straight through Harry's ribcage, comes whoosh out the other side, and stops next to you, Soyala, and appears at the top of the steps there, vroom, as this ball of energy, like St. Malo's fire, just comes flying across here. And as it arrives next to you, there is a zzz, and a shock of electricity goes out towards you. Haha, Apsy. With my disadvantage, does an 18 hit?
No, it does not.
Ah, curse you, Apsy. I thought I'd made it. The other one was a 22, so that would have hit.
Oh.
Damn you, audience. Saving the players. Okay, and that goes whooshing over towards you, and let's see here. Okie doke. And by the way, Tom, good timing with the healing there on Mame, because she was lying there with 0 hit points, which means the Will-o'-the-Wisp could have used its Consume Life ability. Next time, Betty Mudgusset. Now, interesting thing here. Mockingbird. Tom, can you please make me dexterity saving throws as we roll on by 20 in the initiative order?
Ooh. Saving throws, right?
Yes, please.
1.
16.
Oh, there's 2 nat ones already. Loving it.
So that's 9 for my dex save.
And sorry, Tom, what was yours again, mate?
16.
16, okay. Tom is actually the nimbler of the two, nimbler than the rogue, which is quite bizarre. And you nimbly jump out of the way. Salah, you see Tom like jump towards you, frightenedly. And Mockingbird, you try and move out of the way, but you're in your evil laughter mode.
Too busy laughing.
Too busy laughing.
Attention.
And you, unfortunately, get grabbed and wrapped up in as bony arms of various creatures come out of the ice on the walls beside you, and they try to grab hold of you, and they rake across you with these sharp, fragmented bone fingers and claws of various animals, and you take 8 slashing damage, Mockingbird, and Tom, yours is halved to 4.
Yeah.
And Mockingbird, it's your turn.
Okay. So Skelly Boy is still up, but he's taking damage at the start of his turn, right?
Yeah, that's right. He'll be taking 2d4.
Yeah, okay, so he's probably not gonna make it. It is an action to consume a healing potion, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well then, in that case, I'm not going to proc this guy's reaction. I'm going to pop my healing potion. My Healy boy. That's 2d4? I believe, right? 2d4 plus.
Yeah. If you click on it, it'll tell you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, and... Dragon. Alright, so that is...
Mame, you're on deck.
10. To heal, and I'm just going to kind of hug this wall right here and try to get as close as I can to Maud without proccing this thing's opportunity attack.
Noted.
Try to get out of her line of sight, though. Would she be able to see me from there?
Not immediately, no.
Okay.
As she walked forward.
Good enough for me.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mame, what you do?
Touching my chest in pain, I look at this frost giant and I cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
You can stick damage at the beginning of his turn, so don't waste any resources.
But it's gonna give me some movement speed and it doesn't provoke attack of opportunity. So I want to yeet myself out of here.
That makes sense to me.
So I'll cast that and I will attack him with my bow.
Go for it. So you're jumping to your feet.
It's a nat 1.
Hey! You have 2 attacks.
And I will roll again. Does a 16 hit?
It's against the frost giant.
Yes.
It does.
I will roll for the bow and for the spell. So that is 6 piercing and 5 force damage.
All right. Right out of the gates, folks. Welcome to Phoenix Uwaki. Welcome to our season 1 finale. Mame for the university. Tell me what happens.
I'm just clutching my chest, seeing this, looking at the goo on me. That's like, okay, I think this is Tom's doing, but it helps. Okay, and I am enraged as Frost Giant, and I shoot my arrow, casting Zephyr Strike, and release the magical bow. The first one missing. Release the second one. It hits it, and its skull shatters from the force damage.
Yes.
And then I quickly run away. I gain extra 30 feet of speed, and I do not provoke any opportunity attacks. So I'm just gonna.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You can go through that space if you want, because the skeleton bones will just collapse down.
Okay, then I'll just run all the way over here. And
All right.
Be done.
Noted. Let me get rid of our poor Harry there. Farewell, sweet prince.
Harry.
Okay. And yes, then. So, everyone, come with me on this little journey, if you will. We see a limp bundle of sad, bedraggled feathers lying on the ground, blood oozing into the ice, seeping amongst the various bones that litter the floor. But then Taln's healing magic suffuses them with power, and they rise up off the floor, the bowstring crackling with its magical energy. Whoosh, the first arrow goes flying, but it was just a roar of aggression and frustration, and it goes flying wide. The second one, however, had time to be considered, and it goes plunging into the eye sockets of this vast frost giant's skull, and then the force damage just explodes. Bone fragments go ricocheting off the ice all around the room. Maud Chiselbones is forced to throw up her cloak to try and block it away. Mockingbird is slow motion dancing between the fragments as they come flying towards him like Quicksilver, and you see this crumbling, crunching sound as the magic that was holding the skeleton together dissipates, and it falls into a useless pile of bones amongst so many other useless bones on the floor of the cavern. Nicely done.
Good riddance, Harry.
How about Slobberchops?
He stays on my neck. I protect him with my life.
Okay.
The end.
Noted. At that point, our good friend, Maud Chiselbone, mid-game boss, if you will. She's very happy about it. Comes hobbling forward. And let me just put a little zone on here so I can see how wide this goes. Okay, that's just enough there. So she comes hobbling to there, and you will see her just like crouching and just like crouching forward, and she's like, so nice to have all my little birds back. And again, you can still hear that clinking sound of whatever it is that's hidden by the spell that conceals her appearance. And she hobbles to the middle of the cavern there, looks down. Ah, never mind, Harry. Rest in pieces. And then she's like, come on, you useless sister. At least you stuck around longer than the last one. Give me some light here. And her sister, Betty Mudgusset, the spirit of her long dead sister, flares as the will-o'-the-wisp glares throughout the cavern, ricocheting off the various ice things, and she drops her illusion, and all of you see the horrible visage of the lake hag without any coverings, without any disguise, for the first time within this 24 hours. And all of you need to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes.
This is frightened.
If you failed, yes.
I'm immune.
You're
I
immune.
cannot be frightened.
Nice.
I am but a robot. It's actually my armor's fault, but I'll say it.
Absolutely. Sorry, if you see there, mate. Mame already has inspiration. If they have the little crystal there, they're already sorted, mate. We'll keep that. We'll keep that ready for you. So we'll sort it. We'll get it back on her in the future. Okay. So how do we go, everyone? Soyala?
23.
Mockingbird?
17.
Mame?
12.
Okay. Everyone. Sorry, I'm getting some echo from somebody. Who's that?
Probably me.
Thank you. Everyone is clearly, used to seeing her in her true form, as you did last time as well. And Suyala, they must have explained it to you really well. As all of you shrug off the effects of her hideous appearance, and you are able to resist those dangerous effects there. And she kind of looks angrily at all of you, and she's like, no, what? No, this isn't right. No. And she, let's see. And she's like, yeah, very well. Let's see here. Hang on, I'm gonna get this right here. Okay. Very well. Even if my powers are reduced, without my other useless sister here, I can still cause a ruckus. And she spins on. Soyala. She's like, who are you throwing your lot in with this useless bunch? And she turns towards you, and this horrible, sickly green ray of energy lashes out towards you. And she's gonna make a spell attack, which is ooh, 21.
Yep.
Okay, so this green energy hits you, and as it just crashes into your fur, just starts to seep through you, and you just feel this sickness, this putrefying thing, just affect washing over you, and you take 9 poison damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Nat 20 for a 24.
Rude. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Okay, that's the end of that then. So you avoid being poisoned until her end of her turn, but she does hit you with that poisoned, that ray of sickness there. Gee, I thought it's good for the healer. Okay. Thank you. Nice nat 20 there. And just make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay, that means we are back to said Soyala. Toln, you're on deck.
Yeah, okay. Boy, oh boy, so much has happened. I think what I am going to do, and Mame, of course, went all the way in a way I can't find her, but maybe that'll be fine. Let's just go on the offensive, I guess,
Okay.
for this round. I'm gonna bring out my spiritual weapon.
Right here.
And I'm going to have it to the hag.
Toln, you have disadvantage from Apsy because there's still no tie. He warned you last time. Okay. So that's going towards the will-o'-the-wisp, yeah?
No, to the hag.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. So what's the attack?
It is a 19 to hit.
A 19, I think will probably hit. Yes, it does. Yes.
For 7 force damage.
Okay. Nicely done. Boom.
And then, I don't think I can really shoot through or around this will-o'-wisp, can I? For my Sacred Flame?
Well, you can't cast 2 spells. And it's one of those as a bonus action.
The bonus action is a first level or above, and the attack is not, it's just the bonus action when you cast it. The Sacred Flame is a cantrip. Standard action.
So what was the bonus action?
Spiritual weapon. So as a
yes,
bonus action, or you create a floating spectral weapon that lasts for the duration. When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So that's the bonus action to cast to bring it out, and then the standard to do Sacred Flame.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Thank you. Let me get our.
Yeah, usually this is my wombo combo.
There it is.
Wombo
sword. It's ready.
So,
okay.
if I can't do mod, I will just do the will-o'-wisp for Sacred Flame. I don't know if it's like in my way, so I'll just do the.
Is there a saving throw?
Yes, Dex. 16. Sorry.
Dex save 16. Okay.
Yep. It's 13 radiant.
I got 19.
Okay.
So, is it halved?
So nothing. No, it's
Oh, it's
cantrip,
nothing.
so
Okay.
it's nothing.
This, you notice when you try and do this thing is very, very fast. It just quickly moves out of the way very, very quickly.
Okay, and I don't well, I'll move a little bit to the other side of it, but that's about it.
Okay. Tom Grimbrew.
All right.
Betty Mudgusset up next.
For the record, I dressed up for charity. That's not going to happen again. But would have hit were it not for my disadvantage.
Phew. Thank you,
You
Epsy.
have inspiration, don't forget.
I'm not going to waste inspiration on
For
a
you.
disadvantaged roll. Yeah, 13 doesn't hit, I assume.
On who? Maud?
The
The will-o'-the-wisp?
with Betty?
Betty is no, I'm afraid not.
All right. We'll
Quickly.
take one step.
Whooshes out the way.
We'll take a step away from the wall, and that'll be my turn, I guess.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, Betty. Okay, is gonna go for you against Suyala. Zoop. Ugh, only an 8. So, nope. That happens there, and then on initiative 20 again, Mame, Soyala, Mockingbird, dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, right. I told myself to not go near the wall, and I went and did it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab my ice cream real quick.
That's a
Be right back.
20.
14
Not nat.
plus
Nice.
22.
8.
All right, so Mockingbird and Soyala, you take 2 slashing, and Mame, you take 4 slashing damage as these nasty bones come raking out of the walls again.
I didn't use my inspiration. I didn't use my inspiration. I am down again.
Oh, okay.
I think I see you. Barely.
Please see me.
Precious.
Were you guys so far away?
I was running away because I thought the monster was gonna kill me again.
Yes,
That's
but
a chunk of
the
granite.
cleric.
I'm sorry. My unconscious body will try to.
Yep, that's great.
Slobber chops will try to drag me there.
Yeah, it's just like, mommy, mommy.
I don't feel disadvantaged anymore. I have ice cream.
And you're not disadvantaged either. Double whammy. Okay, thank you. Now, I think. Yeah, Mockingbird, your turn.
Okie dokie then. Done laughing, Mockingbird will pull out his weapons again and sprint right over to Maud. We told you we would be back. I'm gonna put so many things in your head before we're done. And I will go with the short sword.
Go for it.
Okay, that is 21 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. Now, does the spiritual weapon count as? Does the spiritual weapon actually destroy my sneak attack, or my swashbuckler sneak attack, or does that count as a ally or person even?
No.
I'll say
I
no.
don't
I'll
think-
say no.
It's a weapon. I don't.
Because I think
Right.
that's Reiku's audacity, right? So that's like you're going to attack by yourself. Because she won't. Yeah, if there's an opportunity, if there's a chance that she would attack someone else, like you're not being brave and being on your own. Whereas she's never going to attack the spiritual weapon. She's only going to go for you,
Right.
so it just has the same thing. So you're good.
Okay,
Yeah, cheers,
cool,
Artemis.
cool,
Yeah.
cool. Then I'm also going to Booming Blade this before I forget. That is, with the sneak attack, a good old-fashioned 14 damage.
Okay.
And then whenever she moves, if she moves, yeah, of course, 1 damage. I'll try to remember that. And then
as you come spinning across the room, dancing away from those grabbing claws and bony arms, full-on Ray Harryhausen attack coming out of the wall, you flash out with your blades and cuts her viciously across her strange mottled blue-grey skin, and a gout of black ichorish kind of blood just goes across the floor, and she is bloodied.
already. Interesting. Okay. Then let's see, I've already traveled 1, 2, yeah, that's no point. I'm just gonna hit her with the dagger.
Go for
See
it.
if I can do some more damage to her. 12 to hit.
Afraid not. It just skitters off this kind of strange slimy surface that she has to her skin.
Yeah, okay, cool. Then that will be me for now.
All right. Okay. Mame, death saving throw, please. Natural 1, natural 1, natural 1.
Can I use inspiration for death saves or no?
No, sorry.
Okay.
Just
so
straight
I'll just
straight
roll
D20.
I'll roll on roll 20 D20. 15.
Oh, that is a success. 1 success. Oop. All right, thank you. And is Slobberchops going to do anything?
Can Slobberchops attempt to drag my body near Soyala?
Not strong enough, sorry.
Okay, he's gonna stay
What
on
if Rix helps?
What, sorry?
What if Rix helps? Can they
Oh,
tag team carry? He's got quite a few arms, I think.
your mind player thingy, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, of course. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, sorry, I'm being remiss.
oh
Rix, little Rix. Did I bring him over here?
no.
Is he like hanging outside still?
I don't think he's technically come out too much. Just popped out of the bag, I think.
Yeah, he's just hiding in my backpack. It's nice and warm. And
That's right. That's right. Okay. I mean, do you want to unleash him?
not yet. No, we're gonna jack in the box more. That's the plan.
Okay. So. Let's have a look
It's
here.
all according to plan for the trader.
I haven't traded you yet. Give me some credit.
Okay. Now, Mockingbird, as you kind of see Mame bleeding out on the floor as these clawed skeleton arms are just raking at her Gallus form there over next to the wall, and the Tressum, the little flying cat, is desperately trying to pull her away from these creatures. You see Maud catch you looking in that direction. She's like, are my little birds growing accustomed to flocking together? Well, maybe it's time to thin the flock. And she just reaches out, and that same sickly green energy that you saw her cast at Soyala just goes flashing across and crashes into Mame's form. And Mame, that is...
Sorry, am I... Because I'm right next to her, does that not impose disadvantage?
I mean, it's just... it's just
The
a
spell.
unconscious body.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not
Fair.
rolling to attack. And the damage, it just crashes into her. And, Mame, that is 2. Well, hang on. No, hang on.
Or is that melee only?
I think it is, isn't it? It is only melee attacks that do that, isn't it?
I could take it.
When you're in death
I can
saves.
take it.
Well, I don't. But I mean, there's too many friggin' attacks of opportunity waiting there.
Take the 1 thunder damage.
Was it just 1? Thank you,
It was
Artemis.
just 1.
1. So 1 death save.
She doesn't know that though.
True.
Don't let Maud metagame.
Okay, so I have 1 success, 1 failure.
Not yet.
Okay, maybe 2.
If she attacks you, it would be 2 fails.
If she attacks, it's 2 fails, yeah.
Okay, it's not melee, it's just attack.
It is only range. Oh, range still does 1 fail. Artemis, thank you. That's good to know. Hey, Spinner. All right. So,
Oh, that okay.
okay, that's interesting. So I think she will. I don't know. That's just recklessly petty to do that. So if she could cause 2, then maybe.
From what I'm reading, it's only 1, right? Yeah, only 1 failed
With
death save for a ranged attack.
For a ranged attack, but 2 if it's melee, because it's an automatic critical, right? Yeah.
Right.
Fuck it, she's gonna. She's in a vicious mood. She's gonna be like. She's like. Oh, look at the poor injured bird lying, poor and defenseless on the floor. My poor little bird. I must rush to her side. And she just like scuttles across the floor towards Mame. Even though, and we see like Slobberchops, like backs up. You know, it's like all of his hackles are up, all of his fur is floofed up, and his wings are up as big as they can be. And he's like, and It's like trying to stay between Mame and Maud as she comes scuttling across the floor. She takes that 1 thunder damage as the booming blade goes off. Anyone else?
What, that provokes, does it not?
Yeah, that would provoke. Oh, wait, no.
Does it provoke on the
Is she
spiritual weapon
moving
as
away
well?
from me?
I'm not sure. How does that rule?
Artemis.
I just let me take a look at spiritual weapon real quick.
Yeah,
I can't.
cheers,
I
Josh.
can't lose my.
No, don't worry. We're not replacing you, Josh. We're not replacing you. Ciala, you're next, by the way.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't say anything in the like description.
Doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
No, no way.
The ruling is usually no, yeah.
Right, it's just creatures, right? Creatures that can react to that.
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't have an action,
Oh.
right?
Right,
It doesn't have a reaction to take.
Okay, so yeah, Slobberchops sees Maud come skittering and leaping, kind of crab walking across the cavern here, and she's like,
Oh, but I get an attack of opportunity, do I not?
"Yes, you do." And it's,
Okay.
have you used your reaction yet?
I have not used my reaction.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, really quick. That would be, if with the short sword, that would be about 25 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Cool. And no sneak attack, so we're going with not insignificant. 9 damage.
Nice. Okay, so she goes scuttling across, and she glares back over her shoulder as your sword slashes across. She's like hisses at you. Oh, and by the way, as she starts moving here, her cloak kind of billows, and you can see what's making that noise as you see like almost like a bandolier of various little glass vials and little stoppered gourds of all these various colored swirling essences that she has taken from various people. And you would assume some of those are yours. And she goes scuttling across there, and she's like, "Now, little bird, piss off, you stupid cat. Little bird, let us see. Why can I not sense you anymore? What happened to our little friend?" And she plunges her claws into the base of Mame's skull and starts to peel the flesh off her neck, looking for her little symbiotic friend. And Mame, that is 2 failed death saving throws.
And I am dead.
Nope, no, you're not.
No. You only have one in the, or you want one in the.
Yeah, you have
not-
1 success at the moment.
No, but that previous poison attack gave me one.
She didn't.
That was
She
we,
didn't do
we
that.
were trying to decide if that was an option or not.
That's gone.
Okay,
that
so
didn't
it's
happen.
2 and 1. So
Yep, you're okay.
I'm okay. Thank God.
Absolutely. Jesus doesn't exist in this world. Okay, so Yama, please.
Yeah, only nothing difficult here. Let's see. Question: am I able to move a little bit and then continue moving a little bit later?
Yes, always.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so I'm going to move out here so I can get a better view.
Zap.
Yeah, you can, yep, attack of opportunity.
19.
Exactly, yep,
Oh, beats it. You
Yep.
take 14 lightning damage.
got it.
Hang on.
Alright,
Sirenscape, give me lightning sounds. Here it is. Zap. There it is.
alright. Okay, so that hit, so I'm going to...
That's true, Patch, that's true.
I will go ahead and use my channel divinity for me and Mame. I'm trying to see if I have to be next. I don't have to be next to them, but where are you? Channel divinity. I think it's like what, 20? Here we are, 25. I also realized I was doing channel divinity wrong. You can only split it and increase to half of your maximum hit points, so I can't ever do it to do higher.
Okay.
Hence why I had to wait to get hurt a bit more. So yeah, I'm gonna split it about half and half between us as an action. So, what's that? 12 for Mame and 13 for me.
Is
Heal.
that 12 half?
No, it's 25, but split between us two.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 12. I'm gonna give you about half and me a little bit more than half, but.
Okay.
Yeah, so I received that 12, and does my, because I got my breath
does
taken
it
away,
get
does
half
that
again?
half again?
Yes. So that's six healing for you, Mame. As Maud is still holding onto your breath. Josh the pirate. Arr. Where's the rum? You got it there. You roll for damage rum right there. Okay.
And
Thank you.
she is. I couldn't see the full screen until I got here, and she is just within 10 feet of like everything. Mod. If I were to get close to Mame, so I'm just gonna move. 15. Okay, I can move the thing bonus action up to Mod.
Do you move it but you can't attack? Or can you do both?
Yeah, move it and attack. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
Oop. So yeah, the bone saw just goes whistling through the air.
We can't have the season finale without Joe. The bone saw is ready.
It is ready.
It is 18 to hit.
18.
For
Thank you,
11
Josh.
force.
11 force damage. Okay. The bone saw whistles through the air and cuts viciously into the hag's body, and she looks rather like she is on her last legs.
And actually, yeah, I'm gonna stay here for right now.
Okay.
I heard the magic words. I gotta get in on this.
Kill steal.
What? Did I hear last legs? Let's go.
You probably heard her scream a bit in pain, unless she likes it.
She probably does. To be honest.
We've met some hags that would.
Oh god.
Oh no.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes, so you're all done?
Yeah, that's all.
All right. So yes, as the bone sword just pulls out with that black, again, Icarish blood splashing across the bone-strewn floor, Toln Grimbrew.
Toln Grimbrew comes over here so that he can see her without taking an attack of opportunity.
It's already taken it, mate. It can't.
Oh,
If
yes.
it wanted to, it desperately wants to, but it can't.
We'll get even closer then. We're actually gonna go to here so I can see her and not. And we'll use that advantage. And we'll see how it goes. Not a natural 20, but pretty damn close. With that cantrip, how about a 27 to hit?
That'll hit.
Alright, on 2d10, it's gonna be pretty hard not to kill her. You know, I think a 13 will do it.
So, you hear a clunk, clunk, clunk as Toln Grimbrew's reborn mechanical form clumps up the ice-covered stairs, crunching through the bones, and round the corner. He steps in front of you, Mockingbird, momentarily blocking your view towards more Chiselbone there. Soyala, you see him over your right shoulder as there's a and he brings up his arm. And Toln Grimbrew, tell me what happens.
There's a quick flash of light as, Iron Man style, the fire shoots out of his hand and strikes Mord in the chest. In a moment of disbelief, she looks down to see that her chest is caved in on fire. And she looks over at Mame and she thinks, if I'm going, I'll take. And then she falls to the ground.
Okay. So yes, the gout of fire smashes into her chest, burning away. She's like, if I'm going, then I'm gonna take. No. Just a flagration of fire just takes her whole form as you hear a splish, 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 as glass superheated by the fire breaks, and all of these humors, all of these essences start to writhe up out of these vials, swirling in a tempest around her form. She almost becomes completely obscured by these swirling, gaseous forms, and some of them streak off like with a ghostly howl, like off down the corridor, swooping off out towards the lake, out towards whoever she stole them from. 3 of them in particular rise up and stay close as the flames burn viciously and consume the whole lake hag's form as she crumbles to the icy floor. And you see these 3 essences, 1 sky blue, 1 misty white, and 1 deep purple, swoosh across the room, thudding into the chests of Mame, Mockingbird, and Tuln as your stolen, bargained away essences are returned to you. These vital parts of you are returned once more as Maud Chiselbone dies and the deal is off. But that's not all that happens. As the fire starts to die down, you see those bony arms and stuff writhing in the walls around you, some of them trying to crawl their way across the floor to where you stand. All of them starts to melt down and start to break up into dust, swirling around, blowing around in a strange wind that you don't feel, but it's just moving this bone dust around all throughout the cavern. And you see the ice start to emanate a frozen white cloud of this chill energy that rises up off the ice, and it all whooshes into one spot as it focuses all around Mockingbird's body. Tuln, you kind of step out of the way as this icy cloud starts to spiral around Mockingbird, and Mockingbird is lifted up into the air off his feet, and then the icy cloud starts to seep into his body, down his throat as he throws his head back and his open mouth, and the mist-like substance goes into his mouth, through his ears, into his eyes, and just seeps through his very skin as it is all sucked into him. And all that was lost to Mockingbird, all that was lost to, should I say, Yig, is returned. And the memories, Yig, all come flooding back. You remember everything. You remember all of the terrible things you did for Bregan Death, all of the things you did in Jarlaxle's name, all of the things you've done up and down the Sword Coast, all of those things that happened in Luskan, all of the things that happened here since you arrived and before you lost your memory. It all comes back, and you slowly lower down to one knee on the ground of this now boneless cavern. Yig returned to his former self.
Finally. Oh, yes. Alright, so I would just... Is this my turn now after Tones, or do we get the wisp still doing things?
The wisp is still bobbing there slightly malevolently, yes, that is, we said. Okay. Although, I think we did fairly well determine last time how not... Yeah, there was not a strong bond between the members of this coven. And the light kind of bobs around, and it seems like she held some kind of sway over it. And she was like forcing it to do her bidding. And now it's bobbing freely, almost gleefully, dancing around, like dancing lights the spell. And it's like all of those fumes and essences and humors that sped off to their various owners throughout Icewind Dale, it too whooshes off down the cavern into the night and out towards the frozen lake. And you are left alone.
Okay. And I would just get up, sort of off of my knee, and you see the visage, what, you know, Mockingbird wore all this time, just slowly start to fade. And that once more, that kind of cackle, that malevolent cackle comes back. For years, I tried to scratch and crawl my way to the surface of that idiot's mind. And I finally did. He is back. And he owes the Frostmaiden a favor for finally setting him free. Good job, Tom. Thank you for killing Maud. But I've wanted to do this for so long. And he will come right up to Tom, right through one of the chinks in his armor, as maliciously as he can with his short sword.
Make an attack.
Yes. 15 plus 8.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. And, dude, sad face. You guys aren't my allies anymore, so obviously this is a sneak attack now.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. Okay, that's 9 plus 5, 14, and I will, of course, be booming and bleeding.
Okay.
So, definitely booming and bleeding.
Don't tell me that. I don't know that.
Yeah,
Well.
get yourself, yeah.
Yeah, I should be doing that, man. Man, all these changing sides. Yeah, so that is, like I said, 14. 14 damage. And then I will go right at you with the dagger. Right to another one of those on the other side. Really hoping to just sink it in there. And that is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 will hit.
Okay. This one is not going to be so damaging now. 2.
Oh no! Legitimately though, oh no.
All right, and with that, Mockingbird will step a little bit over right here, and end his turn as he just kind of opens his bag, and you see the kind of tentacles from behind him, just kind of like, almost like a peacock coming out from the bag.
And as you make yourself known, you make your intentions known, you hear a voice just inside your mind. The voice of that owl-faced, goat-horned creature that made the bargain with you. Yes! That's more like it. Someone who gets things done. Remove them. Remove them all. And
In due time.
I think we need some new initiative, people.
Yeah.
Without disadvantage, Tom, you have your speed back.
I mean, I'm not that speedy anyway.
True.
I'm not on the initiative order.
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay, now I'm back.
Down at the bottom.
I see you. Noted. Alright. So. That was the surprise round. At the start of this first round, Mockingbird, what do you do?
Oh god. Oh no. Okay, yeah. After that, we'll just kind of waltz up to Soyala and thanks for all your help up until now. I no longer need a therapist, and I think I'm gonna have to let you go. And she's gonna go straight to where it hurts, hopefully. But you do have high AC.
Watch out. Tough one here.
Nat Natural 20.
Yeah.
I will take a picture of it. That is unfortunate. Oh no.
You're really
Okay.
hitting it where it hurts, all right. Though I don't know if it's physically.
Okay. That is 17, and I cannot booming blade because it's still
It's on Tom. Yeah.
Well, actually, wait.
Is that concentration? By the way?
It is a new. It's tilted at the
Yeah.
start of his turn.
Yeah, it's
So
a
it's
new
start
turn.
of his
Right?
turn.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do need
So-
to make a concentration.
Yes, for your.
I have
Sure.
advantage because of my warcaster, but
Yep.
that's about it.
And then for fun, the dagger will come backhand right to Tone's neck.
So that's a 17 on the Constitution save. So
No problem.
Give it a go. Give it a go, old buddy.
We're working out our issues finally. It's,
I gave you so many drinks. I don't even appreciate this.
it's not me, man. It's the other guy. It's 19 to hit.
It'll hit.
Again, not too much damage. 4.
You're right. It wasn't 2.
Okay. So, Mockingbird, you spin through and lash out with your weapons towards your former allies as you, Mame, crawling up off the ground, like just wearily, kind of like, you know, blurrily blinking your eyes, trying to see what's happening past, you know, Slobberchops' wings. You see Mockingbird attacking Toln and Suyala. And it is your turn.
Will I have seen him transform?
Yes,
Okay.
you're back.
yeah, you were up since then. Yep. You saw
Okay.
the hag go down too. So
Okay. With a really heavy heart, I cast.
You can remember speaking's a free action as well, so you can say something too.
I'd be like, "Why Mockingbird?" And I'll just like get my bow up and I'll move to. He's behind them. 1, 2. I'll just like run up to him. I don't know if this is a good idea, and I'll use my inspiration, taking out my sickles, and I can't let him do this. And so I'll use my inspiration and attack with my first sickle, also casting second level.
Casting what, sorry? I lost you.
Searing Smite?
Yeah, Searing. I can't speak anymore.
Go on
Searing.
there.
So I'll use my inspiration and attack with the first sickle.
Okay. And then you
That's
had...
a 19.
That it?
And a nat 20.
Hey!
I'm going to shield this. Yeah, I'm going
It's a
to.
nat 20 either way.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's gonna hit you automatically.
Really?
Yeah, nat 20's always hit. Nat 20's always hit.
Really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
And so-
Either way, either way, I will shield. So the first one will miss.
So the first one misses?
Yes.
No, it's an advantage roll.
That's just an advantage roll. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were attacking twice. I see. I see.
No,
I see.
She is
Okay,
attacking
never mind.
twice.
She will be.
Just the first attack.
So the first roll
Yeah.
is a nat 20.
Is the okay?
Yes.
I see. Because you're getting advantage on it. Got it.
So do I roll for the damage?
Yep, double the dice.
Okay, so that's 1. So that's 5 for the splashing, and then for the Zephyr Strike second level, do I double the dice as well?
Yep.
For the
All
spell?
the dice, yeah.
Oh my god.
So it'll be 4d6 fire then, yeah?
1.
You double.
Thank you, Artemis. Good to have you along.
Oh god, how much dice is that?
4d6.
So it is 5 slashing damage. Wait. And
Oh, sorry, actually, the Searing Smite
Yeah,
Does not
I don't.
is on his turn.
okay.
I think that's immediate, right? Am I thinking branding smite?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's 1d6 to start, and then every turn as well. So now it was 4d6.
Yeah, and it was upcast as well. So yeah, that is
Well, that
11 fire damage.
Mm.
But there's a saving throw, right?
at the start of his turn.
I see.
And then that's my first sickle. And now
Let's do it again.
And you still have inspiration because Apti gave it to you before.
and I'll use my inspiration again. And because Searing Smite is concentration.
It's the fire damage is concentration.
Okay.
The effect is the next time you hit a creature.
Okay, so I'll just attack with my sickle. So it is a 14
Or
and 18.
okay.
So advantage?
Yep, 18 hits.
Well, I said I shielded earlier. That's until the start of my next turn.
That's true. Yeah. So
So-
what's your new AC?
Is 17 plus 5
Five,
until
yeah,
the
so you're
start,
good.
so
Okay.
23.
So
So
the
yeah.
second one doesn't hit.
Okay, so you go rushing in, and just the sudden, just flurry of wings and feathers as you come. You're like, no, this can't be happening, and just the surprise that you would just go for him so viciously. That first cut manages to hit home before he has the chance to shield, but then it even gets through too fast, and before the shield kicks in, it cuts into his flesh very, very badly. But then your second sickle comes whirling around, but at that point the magic was already up, and it just kind of glances off this magical barrier that has come up between you now. And anything else, Mummy?
Sorry, how much damage was the first attack? So I can mark that.
It was 8,
5 slashing.
11, so 16 damage total.
16. Okay, got it. Oof.
Thanks, Black Canary.
And you are on fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
You're on fire.
goodness.
En flambe. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Just before, Mummy, we come back to you here. Our good friends, the dreaded GM. Wonderful to have you here, sir. Thank you all as we disappear behind those potentially mimic hearts. We're still trying to decide. Sorry, Sabotage, I didn't get it there. So yes, welcome in, Raiders. It is good to have you here. We are in the throes of our season 1 finale here. They have destroyed the Lake Hag. She is dead and gone, but in doing so, all of Mockingbird's memories came back to him, and he remembered his true evil self, his true best evil self, and he has turned on his own party members in the name of the Frostmaiden, and is attempting to slay them so they cannot bring spring and summer back to Icewind Dale. Wonderful to have you all here. Welcome. Hey, Newbie. Oh, hey. Oh, Lucian. Hey. Lynx, everybody. Good to see you. Welcome. I hope you had a good session. Okay, so, Mummy, anything else on your turn?
If I move, does it provoke an attack of the opportunity?
He
could.
took a
No.
reaction
Yeah,
with
it's just
shield,
reaction.
so
Yeah.
we are free.
Yes. Yeah.
True.
So I'm just gonna slightly move back over here with flopper jumps. And I end my turn.
Thank you. We're getting some Japanese. We get some Draconic with the Raiders as well. Watashitachi wa anata o aishitemasu. Kochira koso aishiteru yo, Dredo.
Boku tachi mo?
いつもお世話になってます。
Ah,
Okay, thank you. So, you managed to, get out of the way, and he has used up his reaction, so you do not get attacked as you move out of the way again there. And that means we are back round to Tolm Grimbrew, Reborn, Warforged adjacent.
War Jason, that's correct. Well, that was not cool of you. Step back cautiously.
Quickly, another massive thank you for Dread for Saturday and joining us for the one shot. It was so good.
Well,
And everyone who watched.
takes a quick look at the shield. I guess I just need this. pops one of the very expensive healing potion he purchased.
Ah, Tom, I'm disappointed in you. You know you want some of this.
So Tone looks fine now.
I'm feeling better.
Tone looks like completely uninjured, let's say.
Wow. That was a good healing potion.
It was very expensive.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, so Yala. Betrayal.
Oh no.
As Patch said it, top 10 anime
Mockingbird.
betrayals.
I don't understand. You call yourself Yig. Okay.
Mockingbird's dead. I was what was beneath the surface. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Mockingbird is not dead. I'm sure he's in there, just as whatever you were, was hiding under his forgotten memories.
He's kicking and screaming like the coward he is, but he will never ever come out again. I'll take him down with me. Or I'll take you down with me. Make your choice.
And I will back up. Yeah, I don't know how much
That's what I thought.
speaking we can really get done, but I am going to do a Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
All I've got left is my level 3, so that is what I'm using. Does it not give me the option to cure wounds at the higher? Whatever. It should still... Okay, it does 3rd level here. So that is 33
Okay.
on my healing. And for extra measure, I'm going to bring out the devotees sensor that I
Yeah.
got from Bahamut's friend, and I will just hold it and look down at the ball and ask for somehow to save us from this mess and save. And with that, it will create, as a bonus action, the incense will start to burn, and me and Mame will heal a d4. So I will roll that.
And as it does, the smoke starts coming out of the sensor, billowing out of this magical weapon that you were given by this visitor, this strange golden-haired dwarf who seems to be much, much more. And as the smoke starts to come out of the sensor, it has a strange, almost metallic sheen to it as it kind of moves out languidly from the item there.
Oh, so Yalisa, you take 1 thunder damage
Oh, okay.
from the booming blade.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't forget such colossal amounts of damage.
Haha.
Got it.
Kaboom.
And then me and Mame, sorry, we only heal 1 from that d4.
That's perfect. It's
Every little helps. Okay.
But yeah, that is all I can do, and I just kind of stare off to Mockingbird.
Yig. Instrument of my disruption. Have at them, sir.
Let's see how much longer I can disrupt. Probably not much longer after that massive
buddy.
sickle blast.
Hang in there, buddy.
Good lord.
We all knew Mame was the cold-hearted killer.
Oh yeah.
Make a constitution from Mame.
Yeah, I'm just like
Yes.
holding my wings, dizzy from the blood loss, everything. I'm just like so angry and confused. Hoping he puts up the flame. Hoping he doesn't.
16.
He passes it, so the flames are...
Just they gutter out. As he, actually,
No.
no, I think they were like raging around him, and you just see him just like walk through them, grinning maliciously at you all.
Yes. Alright. And speaking of cool guys not looking at explosions, I'm gonna try to blow Mame up. So I'm going to sprint over to Mame, just deadly serious now, and first short sword, just gonna try to cut.
So with
cut her
him
down.
coming across my area as a warcaster, I get a reaction
You do.
to attack.
You can cast a spell as an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And I'm going to do I got a Sacred Flame.
Okay, go for it.
That's dexterity, right?
So Dex 16.
Go on, rogue.
Not much.
I
You
don't
rogued.
really have to roll out for this.
Have you rogued your last?
Is that good enough? That is going to be good enough, yeah.
Okay.
22.
Nice.
Okay, yep, then nothing.
Okay. And then
I'm a little
rolling for
perturbed and I
initiative.
just can't land it on you.
Yeah, right.
Too sneaky. Okay, that is again going to be 22.
To hit.
Okay, and
Yeah, Mammy, that was to hit.
Yeah,
okay,
it
that is 14 damage. With actually no, I'm just going to do the flat 14 damage. That was it. Sorry, actually, no.
I thought you were gonna blow her up. You
5.
promised me explosions.
19 damage. And yeah, you know what? If that's good. Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay. There we go. All right. Is Mame still standing? 19 damage.
I am down again for the third time.
Fantastic. Okay. I'm going to just look down almost pitiably. I should never have guided such a useless group. I hope all the scholars are dead. And I'll just turn over and sprint right over to Soyala. And with the dagger, that is going to be only a 15 to hit.
Mammy, you get inspiration from Patch.
Thank you.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
All right. Now.
I used my inspiration, John.
Thank you.
Over me.
I'm disappointed, Mockingbird. The offhand should have been 2 death fails for Mammy. Come on.
I didn't even think of that.
And that would have.
In all honesty.
And it's her turn next, so that would have put her on a life or death roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's
man.
okay. That's okay.
Man.
I'm gonna believe there's a little bit of Mockingbird left in you.
Yeah, he's kicking
hell
and
that.
screaming.
Let's ignore the DM. Ignore the DM.
Not the homies.
So I'm
Mame.
gonna roll.
D20, please.
What
You
if
have
it's in that?
advantage
What?
or no?
So what happens if it's in that one?
Oh, it
By the
doesn't
You-
way.
matter. It's
and
a
that one is
2.
2 fails.
Okay, so 8.
Okay, better than a nat 1.
Is it a fail or?
It is a fail, I'm
Yeah.
afraid.
It's a fail.
Bolly, thank you for the inspiration to Tom. Coming back right back at you, sir. Okay, so that
Use
is
it again.
1 fail. Okay.
I have 1 warlock ability and I keep forgetting to use it. Terrible warlock.
And absolutely choose me. All right. Okay, Tom, your turn.
All right, Mockingbird. This is going on long enough.
Bring it
we're
on,
gonna-
Tin Man.
We're gonna run over here. Thanks for that inspiration. We're gonna use it immediately.
Please no.
Bring it on, Tin Man. Oh god!
Mockingbird, you hear the whispers of chat echoing through the caves. Get him, get him.
As you see, Tone's starting to form some sort of acid pool in between his hands. How about a 17?
Oh, that matches.
Okay. Well, you
Beats it.
see, this flying, you could call it like an arrow, maybe, of acid. And it's gonna thud into you for 15 acid damage.
Alright.
And I hate to tell you this, you're covered in acid.
I'll tell you this.
Not
I'm
a
down.
good place to be, Steve. Not a good place to be. Okay. So yes, Tom just starts to do these movements, and then, much like Mammy, you see this shot of eldritch light dripping and hissing on the floor as it goes. And it crunches into Mockingbird and splashes across you. And Soyala, you feel this, and this horrible kind of smell and the sound of this sizzling acid as it's burning into Mockingbird's skin, Yig's skin, I should say. And it is your turn, Soyala.
No, I'm down.
Down.
Oh, you went down. Okay.
Oh yeah, it was just barely over.
So there you go. Boom.
So still the start of my turn.
It is.
So oddly enough, at the start of each of your turns, you and any other creature within the 10 feet of me get healed for 1d4.
Yes.
Bahamut's like, no.
2 health to me and Mame and Mockingbird.
What?
Because it's you and any creature, even bad guys.
I'm afraid so.
Well, yeah.
So,
for 1,000 years I lay dormant.
And it's at the start of my turn. I can't. Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, his sister next.
Wacky.
Oh no.
What the hell?
It's gonna be me.
A regular
Mockingbird.
monster would still die, right? So that's okay. It's just because he was unconscious. Yes, sorry.
All right, so wait, that.
You good?
Mockingbird, please. You need to start over anew. Whatever you were, whatever you once were. You don't have to be that. Maybe you are Yig now, but you were also Mockingbird.
What once was will not always be. Just finish the job, I say as I'm kind of like on one knee and just kind of wiping blood and acid off of my face.
Why? Why do you want this? Was this the Frostmaiden? Is she possessing you?
No. This
corrupting your mind.
Much further than the Frostmaiden. She's just the nearest in a long line of patrons, allowing me to live as I truly wanted to. Free.
But you will die here.
So be it. But with every ounce of strength I have left in me, as her thanks for bringing me back, I will smite you down. I will take you with me kicking and screaming. I promise.
Are you sure about this, Mockingbird? Please.
Without a doubt in my mind.
If this be your fate, then so be it. Whatever magic that I hold, may that decide on my behalf. And I will do a sacred flame, knowing that he is quite dexterous. Knowing that he could dodge this. Maybe for some reason Bahamut says not this time. Or maybe this is the final judgment. I'm sorry. It had to be this way. Dex save of DC 16.
That is 15.
And for 6 points of radiant, it seems as though Bahamut says that your time is up. As it hits.
It's beautiful.
Does.
All right.
But I can't
flame.
look. I just turn away as it happens.
The flame crashes into Mockingbird's body as he tries to move out of the way, but something slipping on the ice and the loose bone fragments beneath him does not get out of the way. And the radiant light of Bahamut washes over him. And it catches on his cloak, on his garb, on his hair, on his very skin. But there's no vicious heat from it, as it is a holy light, a holy fire that burns Yig's body. And Yig, you struggle to your knees, and you feel this light burning you away, destroying you all. But you feel you have a moment before you are truly gone. And you look around this icy, sparkling cavern, the reflection of the flames dancing all around you. And you look into the eyes of Mame, Tom, Soyala, and Slobberchops.
Can Rix be there too?
Of course.
Oh, thank goodness.
He skips out your bag, he's like, ah, ah, ah.
You know, I always hated the lot of you. But it's kind of funny. Despite all my bile beneath the surface, I think Mockingbird truly did enjoy your company. In the end, I think you three were the closest thing that he had to real friends. Now, end it. Set me free.
Sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle.
You will do it. Mame? Tom? Soyala?
Toln walks up, uncorks his flask. One last drink, then.
Doesn't have a drink, can't even lift his arms.
Puts it to his mouth.
Ah,
Of course, it's a poison. The proper way a rogue should go.
kind of tastes it and then just immediately notices what it is, and one final shit-eating grin on his like with horrible face, and then he just falls backward,
Cheers.
limp on the ground.
And as Mockingbird, Yig's body falls backwards, crunching into the bone matter and ice of the floor, you see his face start to shift and change, and you see Mockingbird's face, you see this Yig's face, you see a host of strangers as his form shifts through every appearance, every life he imitated, as his own life leaves for the last time. And Yig's body, the guide that came with you, Mame, from Luskan University over the mountains, lies motionless on the cave floor.
I reach over to Mockingbird and put my feathers over his face and slowly close his eyes. nothing really to say, just about my journey and what a trans, how if I had not gotten lost, if I had joined him, I would have been with my companions from the university, lost in 10 towns, but meeting the Yeti family, not following him, these coincidences, these chains of events, and I just look down at him and say, thank you, and goodbye.
Soyala, any last words?
Mockingbird, I know that you were many things. Maybe not always the best of yourself, but there was good in you. And I'll believe that there was that good in you. Makes up for all of the other things. Rest in peace, Mockingbird. And yeah, she will just, I guess, take Rick's a little bit. Hold on to Rick's, just to keep it, I guess, safe for now, since that was something he kind of held on to.
And as the three of you stand around the prone form of Mockingbird, finally gone, finally at rest, we shall also take a rest. As we leave Icewind Dale for a while, as this is the end of our first season of games here. But do not worry, we will be back. Once the summer heat has died down, we will be back here September 14th, everyone. Keep your eyes on the socials. Let me give you a quick thing here. Do keep your eyes open to hear when these heroes, Soyala, Tuln, and Mame, shall leave Cauldron Caverns, heading back out into Icewind Dale, back out to the 10 towns, working together with a new friend to help them, perhaps, as they continue in their efforts to defeat Auril the Frostmaiden and return the 4 seasons, spring, summer, once more, back here to Icewind Dale and release it from the grip of this never-ending darkness and winter of Auril's wrath and foul magic. And we will be back for Season 2, September 14th, and we cannot wait to see you all. But do not worry. You will not be without during that time, as we have a few other things going on. Our other campaigns, Out of the Abyss, Curse of Strahd, and Descent into Avernus, are all going strong, with Descent into Avernus in particular crescendoing up to a rather massive finish coming very soon. And that doesn't have a season 2. That is the big one. That is the big closing session is going to come soon for our adventurers down in the Nine Hells. But your Tuesdays need not be bare either, as during the summer break that we will be taking with Rime the Frostmaiden, there'll be a little swashbuckling going on, a little jungle diving going on, a little lost temple exploration as 5 bold adventurers. Tom here in yet another guise. Our good friend AJ Winters, the incredible voice actor from Australia who joined us on Saturday. Chase, the bundle of charisma that you did not know you needed in your life, but you will soon realize. And new friends as well, Andy, here in Fukushima with myself and Soyala and Mockingbird and Mummy will be joining us, along with, you may have seen them in chat, Sneaky Rogue Thief, Eileen, our good friend of our player Emma, will also be joining us as our adventurers head to the snout of Omgar, the jungle island, volcano, jungle, lost temples, mysteries, strange creatures lurking in the forest canopies, as we head to this tropical island populated by turtles in their hatchery and village of Ahoy Hoy. We will be diving into this mini campaign. It's just a mere 7 sessions long, as we will be enjoying the treasures and bounties of the Snout of Omgar in a miniature campaign that will be during our break here. I do hope you can join us for that, and stay tuned for information about those characters and what's coming up. And we'll be starting next week. We'll be jumping into the opening session of that. But let us take a moment here to say a huge thank you to these 4 wonderful players that have been with us for Season 1, especially to our Mockingbird, who is leaving in a gout of sacred flame. It has been an absolute pleasure, sir. I'm glad that we got to play together before you leave.
I am too, and honestly, you guys were such a dynamic and super fun group. It was absolutely amazing from start to finish. Thank you for letting me be a part of that, John.
An absolute pleasure. Yeah, I wouldn't have had it any other way. And yes, Soyala, Tom and Mummy, if you would like to say a goodbye as well, as we're off and away for a little while. So, Soyala, please.
Yeah, I mean, thanks again, Carl. I wasn't here as long as the rest of you all, but for that short bit of time, it was a lot of fun. Being able to see this coy, sly guy. What is he doing? What is he doing as he sneaks off in the night? And so it was quite interesting.
Sorry about your mentor, by the way. That was an especially dick move.
Yeah, well, she still doesn't know, though.
Yeah.
She'll
Taking
never
that one
know.
to the grave.
You are.
You're talking about Alvin.
Yeah.
There
is a reason one of Maud's Chisselbones' sisters was missing.
Oh, I was gonna ask.
Poor Alvin was sent to his doom by Bregan Death Drow operatives as he was sent to these caves. But he was carrying a certain number of potions and magical things about his person, and he did not go out without a fight. And I rolled it out, and he destroyed one of Maud's sisters. That's why they're missing. And Maud's magic was greatly reduced because of that.
Yeah.
Without the coven
why.
of 3.
Wow. But yeah, so thanks again. This has been good. Like I said, a little short bit, but good end to season 1, and I'm excited to use these 2.
Absolutely.
I hope I get the chance overseas and all that to watch you guys continue this. I really want to see where this goes.
Well, if you can't, you can always join the VOD squad.
VOD squad.
Do what I can, yeah.
Tom,
give you guys some inspiration for a change.
Cheers,
well, Carl, it's been an absolute pleasure being able to play with you. I felt like our characters had some good chemistry, and it's a shame that we're gonna lose you here. But see if we can't get something together later in life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was a blast playing with you. You're great at role playing, so.
it was my first time playing an evil character, and I'm glad I had characters from all sides of the aisle to bounce him off of. And Tolm was difficult at times. So it was honestly very, very fun. So yeah, thank you.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, anyway, best of luck on your trip back. Players, see you in Avernus, and I'll see you for the portals.
Indeed. And Mummy, please.
Oh god, this is gonna be hard. Try not to cry. Oh, because you're in the same year group as me. We came to Japan the same year, and you're the one that introduced me to D&D, and you're leaving back to America. Okay, I'm good. No, I'm not.
I mean, I feel like it's fitting that you almost one-shot me at the end, considering I've killed so many of your characters as a DM before.
Oh
I thought that would have been the ultimate irony, but
it would have been.
Of course. Yeah.
All those characters and all the horror and everything, and here I am now, playing in another D&D group. Thanks to you. And
it's been fun. It's been a wild ride the entire time, from Jane's campaign to all my one shots to John's, and it's been really fun. You were always there for our very first D&D sessions. I'll never forget them.
Oh no! God damn it!
Critical hit.
Straight to the feels.
This is my third year saying lots of goodbyes.
Tissues, if I could.
I know. Thank you.
It's like far still in Tokyo.
But yeah, thank you for introducing me to D&D and being a good friend.
Absolutely.
And I want to just say one last time to all of you, because I am truly exhausted. I've been up for 16 hours at this point, been cleaning my apartment, literally the ceiling to the floor. I need to go to bed because my apartment check is in 6.5 hours, 7.5 hours.
God.
Yeah, I'm going to take off. But one last thank you, if I may, to John. You were an absolutely impeccable GM. You are absolutely incredible. It was so fun playing. This is my first module that I've ever played in.
Okay.
For one, and it was great seeing it in the hands of a master. You have given me so much inspiration in my own games, and thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. It was an honor. It was an honor, and yeah, I'm so glad we got to play before you leave these shores and head off to new adventures. And yeah, and looking forward to catching up with you sometime. And we have players all around the world, so hopefully sometime in the future we will meet again in another guise. And
absolutely,
it's a shame Mockingbird had to die, but as that one fella said, it's a shame he won't live, but then who does? So thank you, everyone. We will be back for Season 2 in September. Join us in our other adventures. Join us for this miniature turtle romp through the jungles. And we will see you all very soon. Stick around as we go for a raid, carry on the love going. I think we're going to go and see... We had our Mockingbird here struggling with who he was, finding his identity. Let's go and see our good friend EDH Army playing Detroit Become Human. As seems apt. And Orangey's there too. Hey Orangey, how you doing? We were talking about your beautiful note-taking before. And a huge thank you. I cannot wait to see you all again very, very soon. And as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi na sai.
Oyasumi na sai.
Oyasumi.